running game poses problems for them?
Well, it's just what they do. I mean, that's the big thing. We don't see that all the time, obviously, and that's probably the biggest difference is preparing for two backs and two tight ends and all the different formations and things that they do. And the scariest part is just the people that they play with.
I know you guys were waiting to kind of see what the D-line looked like under the lights. What was kind of your takeaway and your analysis of how they played?
I thought as a whole they did a good job. I think we've improved there. We still got a long way to go, and I think all those guys, know that and understand it, but they're eager to learn, and the more reps they get, the better we'll get up front.
How did Lanning grade out first game?
I think he did a good job. I guess I don't know exactly the number, but I played pretty well, actually, to be honest with you, for his first game under the lights in front of all those folks. And I just thought he handled himself really well. I think the emotions of all of it and those kind of things, but I just thought he handled all the transitions of the game, the emotions of it. I thought he handled it really well, which allows you to play well, but that's what a veteran does, so that's the good news.
What about Ray Lima?
Ray did a good job. He's a big body in there. It was his first time playing in over a year or so, and I think it was good for him. I think, again, he's one of them guys that's just going to get better and better. He's a wide body in there, really strong guy, and definitely can take up a gap.
Not to ask what you're going to do, but if you do stack the box against a team like Iowa, what do your defensive backs have to do? Or what kind of trust do you have to have?
Well, I think the big thing is to play our defense. I think that's what the trust is. Again, we've got young faces. We're not going to come be all, creative and all that kind of stuff and start, being geniuses. We're going to go play our defense, what the kids have practiced for a year now, and all the new faces have to just be more reps of the same. So we'll continue to do what we do and just keep playing, and again, the repetition is the mother of all learning, so we're just going to keep getting reps at what we do.
It seemed like you guys brought more pressure than you normally did last season. Is that something you kind of see as something you could do this season?
Actually, to be honest with you, our numbers, doing the percentages, our numbers weren't really that high. I don't know what it seemed like. Maybe we got some pressure. But we weren't probably, I think we were probably a little less maybe than we were, to be honest with you. We got some good pressures. I think that was important. I think that was the key. But I don't think we were over. I don't even think we blitzed on third down. We played pretty base on third down. I don't even think we had one pressure on third down. So, really, but that's kind of who we've become, and we have a few pressures, but that's not how we're going to live.
You didn't show a whole lot defensively. How much do you think you saw of Iowa's offense?
Oh, I don't know. We don't have a whole lot defensively, to be honest.
Well, I didn't mean that in a bad way. Don't get me wrong. Like you said, you didn't blitz. You didn't blitz much, for example. Don't get me wrong.
We have no. I'm good. We are who we are. I mean, we have young faces over there, and we're not going to.
I didn't mean it that way.
We're not going to get all crazy about schemes and all that kind of stuff. We have what we have. The more our guys play it, the faster they'll play it. And I'm a firm believer in it. And I've said it all the years that I've been coaching, that your team plays fastest when they know what they're doing, and we're not going to do anything we don't know what we're doing. I'm going to let those kids go play. They deserve the chance to go have fun and play as hard as they can play. They don't need to be thinking about some genius idea that I came up with.
How much of the Iowa offense do you think you saw?
I don't know. I don't know. You go back and study all the film. It's all pretty similar. I'm sure there's some formations and a few plays and all those different things that are in there, to be honest. But again, I think that's what's made them good. They don't do a lot of different stuff. They play defense. They run the same plays on offense. They do them out of some different formations based on what game they're getting into. So I'm sure we haven't seen it all, but I think they are who they are, and I think they're people. Like I said, I think the people is what make them do what they do.
Does facing a young quarterback who's going to be in his first road game kind of look like something you can play into a little bit?
Yeah, I think that's, I think it's obviously different than playing a senior quarterback like a year ago. But I think he's surrounded with such good people. I mean, the offensive line is, one of the young guys was saying today they got the Joe Moore Award preseason for the best offensive line unit in the country, and I think they are. So I think he's protected pretty well up front, got some really talented running backs. The wideouts are outstanding, and the tight ends I think are really, really impressive. So I think he's protected by a lot of good folks, and but again, he's not a senior, and you know, some of that's just realism. But he's got some folks around him that can make him play like a senior for sure.
What's